Water. Earth. Fire. Air.
Avatar: The Last Airbender has a serious claim to being my favorite series of all time. For those who have not seen it, make no mistake, it is not just a cartoon for children. On the contrary, constraint is a precondition for magnificent art, and this show is living proof. In my eyes, the show's strength is twofold. Firstly, the characters are written brilliantly. A telltale sign of this is the inability for the fans of the show to choose their one favorite character. It is a task too great, because there are too many strong characters to choose from. Might seem counterintuitive given the title of the series, however, even the true protagonist is debated, Aang or Zuko. Secondly, what adds to the characters being so strong is the show's unmatched use of archetypes. They are what make the series so relatable, even though none of us can move rock, fly on a bison, or shoot fire out of our fists. We relate to the archetypal challenges the characters go through. The Last Airbender is a growing up story, and that is precisely why the show is not just a kid's cartoon. Sure, children can relate on a more unconscious level because there are huge similarities to what they're going through right now. But adults can have retrospective on what they already went through, and in doing so get back in touch with their inner child. Anyway, I will stop here with the general overview of the series and focus on a very particular episode that I believe is worth analyzing in the archetypal context I just provided. The episode I will analyze is Sokka's Master, and what an episode it is. In the grand plot of the series, it might seem like a trivial, forgettable side quest episode. Far from it. This side quest episode packs so much archetypal symbolism and therefore stands as a monument to the depth of this show. Sokka's Master is about a comic relief character, Sokka, who feels inadequate and incompetent in the face of his talented friends because he is not a bender like them. In other words, he does not possess mastery of an element. This is portrayed by the fallen meteorite encounter, which I will return to later. Anyways, the gang decide to go shopping to make Sokka feel better. In the shop, Sokka tries out many various weapons to update his identity. However, none of them suit him, or in other words, he cannot wield any of them properly. What the writers are trying to say is that you cannot purchase skill and make your incompetence go away. A great comment on consumerism. Then Sokka sees a remarkably crafted sword and is made aware of a great master residing near the town. Sokka, having already gone through a great deal of character progression, is not arrogant enough anymore to wave away this opportunity and decides to see the master about training him. Before continuing with the episode, it is important to note Sokka's background. He is the sole remaining man in his family because his mother was taken away, which Sokka feels responsible for in a sense that he was not strong enough to stop it. Again, the competence motif. And his father is away at war, leaving him to fill the responsibility of taking care of his sister. Katara, his sister, is in no need of taking care of because at this point, she completely outmatches Sokka in terms of skill. She is a master waterbender. This is great symbolism of girls maturing way faster than boys, leaving them feeling inept. Also, his father being away at war adds complexity to the situation because in the show's context, his father is shouldering a greater existential responsibility and therefore must abandon his lesser fatherly duties. It is an archetypal father's dilemma: be there for your children presently or leave to fight for their better future. Sokka, of course, understands this as far as he is capable of. However, that does not free him of his wish to have a damn father in his life, and furthermore, lacking a mentor figure makes it that more difficult to fill his dad's shoes. An incredibly well-written background. Picking up the pace and returning to the episode, Sokka travels to see the master, humbles himself before him, and gets accepted to be trained. One must first become an apprentice before becoming a master. To summarize the training, Sokka is constantly put in constraining situations which paradoxically allow his creativity to manifest. Grasping this crucial principle is sadly lacking in our modern Western society. After the training montage, he is ready to craft his own sword and is picking between the different materials provided. Creativity strikes again, and Sokka returns the other day with the fallen meteorite and decides to make a sword out of it. Such simple yet deep symbolism is this show's another strength. Sokka takes a meteorite, something from out of this world, transcendent, a cosmic substance, up a hill, think of Sisyphus or the cross, and then crafts a sword out of it. Sokka embodies his newly manifested skill, his new competence in a sharp, pointy weapon made from a higher meaning material and then goes out into the world anew. This story illustrates the archetype of boy becoming man, integrated and mastered skill which can be incredibly dangerous and aggressive. After all, it is a sword, it is a weapon to kill, yet is sheathed and used elegantly. A dangerous man is one who has no control over his aggression. I would be much more scared of a yellow belt than a black belt. This is another concept that is commonly misunderstood in our society these days. A whole book could be written analyzing each episode archetypically. However, I only wanted to pay some attention to a less recognized episode of the show, especially since the meaning of it is mostly lost in the noise these days. A meaning we should not lose if we are aiming for good. What is the meaning of man in our world? The answer could be found in the strangest places, perhaps even in a children's cartoon. Happy mastering.